YouTube, what's the deal? It's your girl Jahira, and I am back doing something I seriously wish that I wasn't. I was looking through Hood YouTube last night, as we all know that I have a propensity for doing, and stumbled across something, sometimes I really have to sit there, y'all, and say, why me? Why am I the one who brings it to y'all? Why am I always dialing it down to these serious notes and being the Debbie Downer of the whole situation? But I have to keep reminding myself that this is what I said I would do. I didn't come on YouTube with the expectation that hundreds of people were going to subscribe to me. I never thought it would be any more than my family and friends. So I have to stay true to the original intent of this channel. But I digress. I was going through worldstarhiphop.com and stumbled across this story about second grade students performing a sex act in the classroom. And I wasn't really satisfied with the news story that came along with the video, although y'all know I will post the link below. So I did a little more research, because sometimes World Star Hip Hop is a bit linear in their news. Sorry, y'all, I got wig all in the gloss. Is a bit linear in their news coverage. So I expanded my search for this story, and it did come across in the Associated Press that a second grade teacher from Northern California was put on leave last week because of an orgy in his classroom. Sexual acts and sexualized acts. If you are offended by things of this nature, please find another one of my videos and watch that, because I'm offended. Apparently in this second grade classroom, you had students that were in various states of undress in a co-ed classroom, presumably acting in a lascivious manner towards other students. And you had two students in particular, two second grade students, who were observed in the act of performing oral sex. Apparently, the principal learned of these allegations on Wednesday after one of the students gave an account of what happened to the teacher's assistant. Now, here is the kicker. Laryngitis. The teacher in that classroom was present for the entire incident, but claims, and this is a male teacher, he claims that he did not see any of what is going on, or what was going on. There are so many different places that I can take this. I literally do not have enough time left to live in order to accurately depict the melange of emotions that a story like this brings up. We could start with, how is it that second grade students have any concept of what oral sex is, but much less how to perform it? We could go to, what the fuck is going through these parents' minds, if they have minds to begin with. I think it's questionable that a child could even pick up on such adult issues. But I prefer to go to this teacher who, if he is proven to be what the allegations are suggesting he is, should be hung by his balls in hell. Hung, dangling, purple, the whole 9 yards. The fact remains, and y'all, again, forgive me, I am incensed, I am overwhelmed. You know, I can hear Rachel's voice in my head saying she had a very strong reaction. Well, therein lies my shortcomings, because I don't know how not to have a strong reaction upon reading something like this. And again, this is not, Bob's website. This is the Associated Press. The investigation is underway at Markham Elementary School in Oakland, California. Counselors were at the school Friday to speak with the students. Y'all forgive me 1 moment. Hey, y'all, I'm back, and I'm sorry about that. I had to take a little bit of time to think and to eat and to process what I've been seeing. It's very easy, and maybe I shouldn't say easy, because, some people aren't as forthcoming with their emotions as I am. I've always been the kind of person that wears my heart on my sleeve. And so it's very easy for me to come in a situation like this from an emotional standpoint. And not so easy for me to get analytical when it comes to issues like this, particularly as it involves children. Reason and logic tend to fly out the window when babies are concerned, if you haven't noticed by now. But in my effort to give this a little more conscious, left-brained thought, I did say to myself, kids at that age are naturally inquisitive and precocious and curious, especially children without siblings of the opposite sex are curious about the body parts of the opposite sex. They're curious about things that they see and have observed. I think we live in a more blatantly sexualized culture now than in any other time period. I think our children are exposed to more than they ever have been. Certainly more than I was at my age, at that age, excuse me. And I grew up in the 80s. I am a child of Growing Pains and Different Strokes and Small Wonder and Punky Brewster. And the exposure to highly suggestive images simply wasn't there. I mean, if you look back at the flack that Madonna got when the Like a Prayer album came out, and at the MTV Awards when she was writhing on the floor in that wedding dress, and compare it to what you can see with the click of a button or a mouse now, I mean, it's night and day. I really don't think we realized how good we had it until we lost it. Excuse my lack of voice. But, again, when you've got a situation as dire and as urgent as this one is, may we all take a little bit more accountability for what we say, what we do, and what we allow our children to see from here on out. Because the first reaction to something like this is, oh, it's Oakland. It could never happen here, wherever here might be the U. But it's not the case. It's just so far from the case. And while this is an isolated incident in terms of what's in the open, what's laid out for all of us to see, I wonder how much of this has gone on behind closed doors. Y'all, as always, all the information I have will be posted below. I would love to hear what y'all have to say about this, because I'm still in the process of processing it myself. The process of processing. Only me. But as more information becomes available, y'all will definitely have it. So until next time, YouTube, as always, one love.